Get ready to match the stars. Dick Martin, Brett Somers, Charles Nelson Riley. From Welcome Back, Kotter, Helene Lembeck. From Family Feud, Richard Dawson. And Betty White, as we play the star-studded big money match game, PM. And now, here's the star of match game PM, Gene Rayburn.
Johnny Olson, how are you? My cup overfloweth. And so do some of yours, too, I see. Thank you for joining us here on Match Game PM. You're going to have a good time because they open the doors to the loony bin. And we are all gathered here together, including our two civilians, Gwen Tyler and John May. Now, we'd like to find out a little bit about each of you before we begin. John, we'll begin with you. Anything you wish to contribute is okay with us.
Fine, Gene. How much time have I?
Oh, you got about 8 seconds.
Good. I'm a retired welfare administrator. I have 6 kids ranging in age from 41 to 16, 3.5 grandchildren ranging in age from 16 down to almost. I like fishing, I like gardening, and I think that the Los Angeles Dodgers are just beyond compare.
You're rooting for the hometown, man.
Yes.
I like your spirit, John.
Well, thank you.
Good luck to you. Now let's find out about Gwen Tyler here.
I'm from Diamond Bar, California. I have a lovely husband and 2 beautiful daughters, Andrea, 6, and Jennifer, 1.
May I make just a slight correction, you see? If your husband were here, he would say, I have a lovely wife. But you can't say you have a lovely husband because that just makes him a little strange.
Handsome and wonderful.
Handsome and wonderful. Terrific.
Okay.
You have a handsome and wonderful husband, yes.
And I'm a full-time homemaker.
And you're what?
Full-time homemaker.
A full-time homemaker.
Right.
Okay, good luck to both of you. Here on Match Game PM, each of you will have 3 opportunities to match as many of our celebrated, beautiful people as you possibly can.
Did you call me Jean?
Yes, I did. And the one who's done that most often at the end of the 3rd round will be the winner, and we'll go on to play the big money super match, which can pay off over $10,000. Here we go. John, are you ready?
I'm ready.
A or B?
I'll take A.
A for John May.
A for John May.
Fred said.
Okay.
Fred said, I suspected my wife didn't love me anymore, but my worst fears were realized when I went to bed and found blank between us. I suspected my wife didn't love me anymore, but my worst fears were realized when I went to bed and found blank between us. Shall I go to the next window now and with my green
Do whatever
stamps?
you want, mister. I'm off duty.
Oh, all right. All right. We're just about ready, John.
What was the guy's name?
Doesn't make any difference.
It's Fred.
Fred.
It does to Charles.
All right, John, here it is. Fred said, I suspected my wife didn't love me anymore, but my worst fears were realized when I went to bed and found blank between us.
A bundling board.
A bundling board. What a wonderful old-fashioned answer. Now, hold on just a minute. In the early colonial America, when a fellow was courting a girl and he went to visit her at her house, it was very cold in those log cabins, and so they wanted to hold hands and do other things. And so they would get into the bed under the feather mattress, but there was a piece of wood, like a 2x12, between them. That was called a bundling board.
Gene, my wife told me that. I
Made
didn't know
him
anything
naughty
about it
Naturally.
myself.
What do you say to that? He says a bundling board.
Bundling board. I say it was her mother.
Her mother. A live bundling board. What do you say?
Well, she had a lot of plans for leaving the country. Her fiancé.
And I went to bed and found her fiancé between us. Well, what do you say to that?
I said my brother Arnold.
My brother Arnold. When I went to bed and found my brother Arnold between us. That would be very bad. Worst fears were realized when I went to bed and found a bundling board between us, according to John May.
No, I was a little bit more practical. I said her lover.
Her lover. Well, we're slowly going downhill here, Richard.
But we're all going together. That's the
right.
good thing.
We'll have a good time. My wife didn't love me anymore, but my first worst fears were realized when I went to bed and found a bundling board between us.
No, Charles Nelson Riley.
Very interesting. Yes. What do you say?
Is that who that was?
Yes.
I could have sworn it was Gene Rayburn.
Really?
I think I would know the difference.
Me and Charles, eh? Okay.
I'm going to give that panel just one more chance, Gene.
No, two more.
Okay.
Two more. Paul John's okay. Betty White's goldfish hasn't been the same since Betty washed her blank in the goldfish bowl. Her goldfish hasn't been the same since she washed her blank in the goldfish bowl. Betty White's goldfish hasn't been the same since Betty washed her blank in the goldfish bowl.
Her cat?
Her cat. Does one wash a cat?
This lady?
Betty does.
All right, what do you say?
I'd said it was her husband, Alan Nudden.
Must be a big bowl. What do you say?
I said her pussy cat.
I see. One for Gwen. All right, Chuck.
Chuck said her teeth.
Her teeth. Well, really. Betty White's goldfish hasn't been the same since Betty washed her blank in the bowl. Go ahead.
Being the homemaker that she is, I said dishes.
Dishes, yes, she is a home breaker.
Maker,
do you-
maker, maker.
Maker, yeah. She's a maker.
Right.
What do you say?
The cat, actually, the fish passed on. You know. Autopsy. Autopsy
The
revealed.
cat ate the fish.
Autopsy revealed overdose of pantyhose.
Well. Now, Miss Betty, tell us the truth. What happened in your household?
I can handle either the audience or my friends, but I cannot handle you both. There's no way. Now, what did our friend say? That the
Cat.
Kitty cat.
She said,
Cat.
oh, cat, there it is. So there we are at the end of round one. Score is 2-0. Now I got this message just for you.